live.
We did it.
We did it. We might have to go further
How do
back.
I
We gotta go way back.
Bring it all the way back, baby. We're here with Please Dunk Responsibly. All right, we're doing.
Or do we do it on the same side? Do you just
All right, the point is, we're on. Push
I
to,
think
push
we're
to
on
talk.
here. I haven't started it. We just started when
we have
we're
to,
ready.
We have to start
Press
when
the
we're
button.
ready. This one's recording. We are live. Here we go.
Now we are
Checking connection.
now
You are
we
now live.
We are fucking live.
We're fucking live. Hey,
Please
I'm
Dunk
Ben Rice.
And I'm Phil Webster, and we are
Please Dunk
Responsibly. After the Kings' big win over this poor-hearted Souls OKC Thunder. Valiant effort by the Thunder. Obviously, SCG or SGA was the best, or whatever acronym you want to use. He's a big
Whatever one
acronym
plugs
at this
into
point.
your audio from
I
1997.
I literally want to call him a banking acronym because all he is like KBMG or whatever. Like all that dude is money
like
in the bank.
What the inputs you use for like getting an N64 into an HD TV is SGA.
Yeah, he was just before HDMI, basically. But
yeah, it's very tough.
He is killing the game. He scored 35 points, I think, on them.
You didn't even notice. You didn't even notice.
Because you're like, how are they down 7? And he just scored 35 points silently.
Like, Lou Dort was like, I had 15 points, you got 11 in the third quarter, and nobody cares.
Carried them
and then Lou Dort ended with
quarter.
15, and he ended with 35 points.
Yes,
it's
unbelievable.
Madness. It's madness.
Absolute madness.
So we
what a great game.
We did the chant, light the beam.
We did we started a little prematurely, but
no, we didn't. We were right.
I think we were right on.
We were right.
I think it was the Kings just
scared.
Kings fans just naturally don't know what to do in 2 minutes.
We're like, what are you talking about?
They're
3
like,
minutes
there
to
has
go, we
to
might
be
win this
30
game.
minutes. Yeah, they're like, I know we're up 8.
I would appreciate a 30 second. 30 seconds is okay.
I'm
but 3
trying to
minutes
tell.
is too much.
We are trying to tell them it's a different age. We are going to win now. Up 8 with 2 minutes. We're winning that game. It might be ugly. They might point shade, as we like to call it.
Point shaving.
Masters
light the beam.
But it only is the
I started
same
the point shaving chant at 32 seconds.
Right, it's
just
only
so we're
the
clear.
same amount of syllables. But they might do that. But they're going to win. They might not win by 3.5, like you bet.
4.5.
Your house
Going
on
into the game.
or anybody else who might have done
And then
that.
when they were winning by 5,
By
there was
winning
a foul
by 5,
call.
and you're like, oh,
Very
wow.
questionable.
If it doesn't happen,
Very questionable.
Not egregious. Not egregious to say the least. We're
Can I
not a
say
betting
this?
podcast.
Phil, can I say this?
Yes, go for it.
I'm a Thunder fan first.
He is.
And a Kings fan second.
It's very
And I
sucks.
thought, there's no way I'll be unhappy in this game. Because no matter the call, I'm winning. And within, 3 minutes, hey, I'm actually going to be very unhappy.
The last 3 minutes
These
of the
refs,
game changed
no,
his
the
life.
first 3 minutes, I'm
These
refs suck.
Yeah.
They called a travel. They called a foul that I did not agree with.
No.
I was like,
Sabonis?
They called a offensive foul.
They just don't let Sabonis do his thing.
I was like, I
He's
thought I'd
getting
be happy.
beat up left and right as soon as he puts his hand up over anybody
I
else.
thought I would be happy regardless of the calls. And I'm like, hey, this game sucks.
It is.
I thought no matter what happened, I would be happy, and I'm very unhappy with this game call. I'm happy with the game itself, but the calls were garbage.
Rick Schmitz would be very upset right now.
Furious.
He would have had 6 fouls by halftime the way they call stuff on Sabonis.
He had 4.
Ridiculous. I know, I'm just saying.
Murray had
can you
4.
imagine him versus the Knicks? What do you think would have happened? There's
Well,
no way he could survive.
In the Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
No, 100%. And also, the Kings and the Pacers have a very difficult history right now. because Halliburton's on the Pacers, a Kings legend.
Yes.
Can you say it? Kings legend.
Oh, well,
Tyrese Halliburton.
overly.
He played
overly
3/4 of a year in a Kings legend.
Yes,
Can we say that?
People were already upset that he was just at the potential low. But again, that's how bad Kings fans have it. Like, Kings fans just want so bad to be good that even if we don't know if you're bad or good, the fact that the potential is gone screws us. Screws us over. If you trade potential, fuck giving Cousins away for Hield. Fuck that. Giving him away for something we don't even know how good they are? How dare you? But look at how we are now.
Great.
What did we say Sabonis
Number
was?
3.
What did we say?
Third
we didn't
seed.
think he was this good. Even we didn't think we was this good. And we thought this was a win for the Kings. This trade. Sabonis? We thought he was good. We thought
we
he
know
was
he's good. We don't need to think. We know.
We thought
I don't
this
think
is what
I know.
they needed.
Leonardo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, 1992, 90, whatever the year it was. I don't think I know. We know DeMontis is great.
We knew he was good.
But was he good enough to replace Halliburton
translate
and
so
Hield?
quickly? So quickly. Turn this into a winning team the next year? Nobody saw this.
I think we called it.
Literally everybody thought that the Kings got robbed. And we were like, what are you talking about?
What are you doing?
The Kings got better.
Here's what happened. Okay.
They got an actual position player.
Let's play historian.
Sure.
When Sabonis got traded for Halliburton, we were very furious.
Oh,
we were very furious.
Yes.
You give enough Halliburton for the guy who's been in the league for 6 years?
That's all we gave up. Yeah, we thought one
Hield,
for one.
We want to get rid of Hield. We were
was
talking
not
for months about getting rid of Hield for whatever
they
we
didn't
could get
get rid of Hield at that time.
We didn't
at that
care.
time. They
Get him
didn't
out
get
of
rid
here.
of Hield. They didn't get rid of Buddy. So we were like,
Hield and Buddy are the same
Bagley,
person,
or
just so we're
Bagley.
clear. Oh, yeah.
Or Bagley.
Bag on Bagley.
So literally it was
The
straight
Pistons.
up. It was straight up and a pick for Halliburton. And we were like, what in the world is happening?
We gave up Hield and Halliburton for Sabonis. And what in the world is happening? Because Halliburton was the future.
Because we still have Bagley.
And no longer do.
Now we don't. But did we see that trade coming down the line?
That's
Nobody saw that.
Here's the thing. The Kings...
Nobody wants to talk about that second trade. So talk about that trade.
2006 was the last time we were in the playoffs.
What was the
16 years ago, we were in the playoffs. And 16 years of just frustration. And when they traded Halliburton for Sabonis, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Yes, we need a big. Sabonis is great, but Halliburton has the potential to be like a Hall of Fame player. Why would you do it? And then when they got Halliburton and Hield for Sabonis, immediately after they got Terrence Davis and Dante DiVincenzo.
They got 3 players.
And we were like, oh, there's a plan. There is a plan to replace the guys who got rid of, while also upgrading. Like, there's finally a viewpoint from the top down to create a team.
Yes.
And then I think we all told Vivek to get the fuck out of our conversation. We're out of the top. Get out of the text string.
Get the fuck
out.
Here.
We're done with you. And yes, DiVincenzo left in the offseason, but to be fair, he was hurt, and it's fine.
But again, what is he doing with the Warriors? Sure, he's great. He's getting 8 points a game. He's fantastic. That's not what the Kings needed.
He's who should be.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out.
And Terrence Davis is fucking killing it in limited
minutes. He is, and he's fine. He might not play for 3 days.
They want to trade him. They want to trade him. Hey, do you have Mason Plumlee or Rashawn Holmes, who's been here from the start?
Kind of want Mason Plumlee.
Fuck Mason Plumlee. No, I want the fucking spirit of this team, which is Rashawn Holmes.
Yes. I want Me Too to play at the same time as Sabonis, like we saw at the end of the year, where they're throwing lobs to each other like they're fucking the Twin Towers and they're dunking on everyone. I want that shit again.
Full facts. I don't want Mason Plumlee. I want Terrence Davis and whatever we have that's a fuck.
But I don't want to give up Mason. I don't want to give up Terrence Davis to do it. If there's a way to make it happen,
really if you give Mason Plumlee with
Holmes,
guys like
if you give up Holmes and just some picks, I'll do that. I would rather Plumlee plays harder right now. Plumlee plays harder.
No, here's what happened. Plumlee is literally taller and bigger than Rashawn Holmes. The heart of Rashawn Holmes is the guy I want. Don't give me Plumlee.
Dude,
give me Robin Lopez.
not gonna-
Dial up the Bucks and be like, hey, I don't care. Dial them up. See what they'll do. I'll give up Davis and I'll give up Holmes for fucking Brooke Lopez. I would like for Mason
Sounds like
Plumlee.
that Robert,
For Mason Plumlee?
I know.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is the second worst
Plumlee?
name.
What's the
The
other
second
Plumlee?
worst
What's the other
name.
Plumlee?
Who's the first worst name?
Mason
Joe.
Plumlee. Oh,
Isaiah Joe.
Isaiah Joe.
That's
Look,
the first
he
worst name
drained
in
some
the
trays.
NBA.
He drained some trees tonight.
He did have some threes, but
Can't
he's
play
the
defense.
worst name in NBA.
And a terrible name. You
And
can't
then
have
the
less than
second
Joe.
worst name is
Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee.
Any Plumlee. What are the other Plumlees?
It just sounds like a plum. Like, what else is there? It just sounds not quite a plum.
It kind of sounds like Plum Week.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, he's getting a double-double, too.
Oh, no.
what-
10 and 10?
Who wouldn't
What
want
a
that?
daring, bold-
Who wouldn't want that?
I want a guy who can, support the team. He can't pass.
No,
he
he
can't
can't.
shoot.
No.
He can't actually play offense. He can grab some boards
But
and play a little bit of defense.
That's all we
I don't
need.
want...
We
Brooke
need-
Lopez can score points, shoot threes, grab rebounds, and
I
play
agree
defense.
with you, but it's like we need
No.
Sabonis Light. We need Sabonis Light. That's Sabonis Light. That's what we need.
Have you seen Milano?
Sabonis is all he's doing is getting into fucking foul trouble. We watched it tonight. Why he's just putting his face into
he'd been off
something
a
and
game.
getting a foul.
He'd been off one whole game.
One whole
He
game.
was rusty.
He was a little rusty.
He was a little
and we
rusty.
still won
me ask
by
you this.
fucking 10 points.
Have you seen Milano?
I have.
So you know what happens when you rip the heart out
Let
of
it
a
go.
team.
What is that? That's
Rashawn
frozen.
Holmes is
Never
the
mind.
heart.
He is the heart.
He's a good Christian boy.
He
He grabs rebounds. He plays. He sets picks.
He just
and he gets
he
the
had
layup.
14 assists.
He gets the
He
layups
didn't-
you need. He's not a selfish player. He plays defense. He grabs rebounds and he
They
sets
don't
picks.
know. They're like the
Mason
opposite.
Plumlee does the same thing, but he costs more, and he's a bad defender. He's not worth it. You want to give up to Rashawn Holmes
I
and
don't.
Terrence Davis for fucking Mason
not the
Plumlee?
same
Fucking
thing.
cancel the season. Cancel it. Okay, here's the thing. We are co-hosts.
We
don't
are.
agree. When he
That's
said
the whole
he said
point.
how good is Durant really? His
And-
version was Durant's not good.
No, that was the whole point of the conversation. Is Durant
Answer
is
it.
overrated? in my
Not true. One of the best scorers of all time.
opinion. Yeah, always hurt.
Which is also
All the
true.
time.
How good is he really? One of
So
the
how
best
good
scorers
is
of
he
all
really?
time.
How good are those MVPs when you're on the best team ever assembled?
He also won an MVP before he was that.
No, but he didn't win a playoff MVP.
Look, Serge
And he
Ibaka
cried
got
at the
hurt.
podium. He cried like a little baby.
You
And he
mean
played with
expressed
Russell
himself?
Westbrook all year.
Westbrook, you said?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Freudian slip.
Yeah. No, this is insane. This is an insane statement.
This is, I'm
Kevin
silly.
Durant is one of the greatest players of
He
the
is
NBA
one of
history.
the
When healthy.
obviously.
When healthy.
Obviously, and everybody gets into the Hall of Fame. That's what we say, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's why we hate the Hall of fucking Fame.
Because it's not an NBA Hall of Fame, it's a basketball Hall of Fame.
It's a worse. Yeah, it's not the NBA Hall of Fame.
It should be the NBA Hall.
Because that
NBA.
means rec league people get in the fucking.
Can we
Hall
please
of
have
Fame.
this
That's
conversation?
Ridiculous.
NBA
Ridiculous.
Hall of Fame, basketball Hall of Fame.
Make an
separate.
NBA Hall of Fame. Make an NBA Hall of Fame.
Please do not include college careers.
No.
Danny Manning should have been an NBA All-Star, but his injuries ruined him. The Clippers ruined him. And he's in the Hall of Fame because of his college work.
Yes.
And I'm not going to disagree with you. Danny Manning is an incredible basketball player who
He
is
should
not a good
be
NBA
in
player.
the NCAA Hall of Fame.
But he's in the
Not
Basketball Hall of Fame.
This
He's in
is
the Naismith
ridiculous.
Hall of Fame.
You're selling yourself short, basketball. National Basketball League.
Hey,
You're
Phil?
selling. We drink beer
We've
on
been
this
battling.
podcast, don't we?
Yeah. We have
drink-
beers.
We do.
And here's the thing. We agree on the brewery that it's great.
Oh, we love this brewery.
What do you got, Phil?
I have the Brown
From?
Rogue Brewing Company in Oregon. We went outside. We went outside of our territory. We never fucking
Bro,
do this.
because we're daredevils.
Because we're fucking daredevils.
And also
we're
trailblazers exist.
And we're old as fuck, and we're going to bring back something that was just as good 15 years ago as it is
Double
right now.
chocolate stout.
And he has a double chocolate
thing
stout.
that no one makes.
Look
Young's
at
in
these
England makes
fucking
it.
beers.
Look at
Can you
them.
see any fuck? Can you see through these?
You see any haze up in this
I don't
bitch?
see no fucking haze.
I love this beer, and I'm jealous of that beer. The John beer.
He's mad at my peanut butter stout because he has a double chocolate stout.
He has a
Who
brown
does
ale.
that?
He has a John Brown Ale. Don't
I do
listen to
have
him.
a
He's a fucking
It just
liar.
only tastes like peanut butter. But I have a John Brown ale. But it tastes like peanut butter. And
It's
that's
the
why
best.
it was one of the best beers that they ever made. It was a light peanut butter stout. And nobody knew what the fuck it was. They didn't know.
We'll trade beers halfway through this game.
We will, because it's delicious.
Game podcast. whatever
Game
we're doing.
podcast at the end of the game.
You know what we are.
Pre-game,
Please talk
post-game
responsibly.
podcast.
Did we
Please
say
talk
that yet?
about-
Did we
yes.
say we're please talk
I
responsibly?
think we did. I mean,
Phil
if you're
Webster?
watching this, I'm Phil Webster.
Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
I do the
OKC.
Barley and Me podcast.
He does do a Body and Me
He's
podcast.
a chef.
I am retired. But
You
we
made
both
your
love beer.
Daughter tonight.
I did.
What'd you make?
I make chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets, but did you make the chicken nuggets? Did you grind the chicken
No,
down?
I am not an Instagram.
What did you
motherfucker.
do with the chicken
I
nuggets?
literally put them in the oven.
But what kind of chicken nuggets did you get?
Frozen chicken nuggets.
But like,
that's all she
were like a
eats.
vegan chicken nugget, or what are you doing?
Like the dino nuggets. Like
Oh.
that's all she'll eat. Like I tried to make her nuggets from scratch. I tried to make her strips from scratch. I tried to do all that. I tried to make her mac and cheese from scratch. This lady will only eat
Dino.
manufactured
Nuggets.
dino microwave mac and cheese. This girl is the worst.
No.
Dad, did you
No.
put enough salt?
Yeah. Did you put
Did you
enough
just
salt in
say that
this?
to me? The person who showed you salt, who made you alive so you could taste salt? You're asking me if I put salt in something.
Here's the thing. If you're, I'm a father. You're a father.
Oh, yes,
Times
we
two.
are. We are.
I'm a father times one, and I understand how. I remember being a child.
You're only going to know what it's like to
I remember
murder
being a
later.
child. Do you remember being a child?
Yes.
What did your parents think about food?
Shut the fuck up and eat it.
Shut the fuck up and eat it, right? But what were they feeding you? What were they feeding you?
Mostly homegrown stuff. Not a lot of, like, obviously in our age, the microwave was half okay. So a lot of things were scratch made. So it's like
Oh, really?
they had to do a lot. My mom did a lot of work because it was like just cheaper to do that.
It is.
So
Less so now,
there was
but-
a lot of pasta in my
Okay,
life.
yeah.
There was a lot of gravy and potatoes in my life.
Oh.
Things that stretched multiple days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
If you
that
get
was
3
like-
days out of a meal.
Oh
fuck
yeah.
them.
So if you could take it to
How
school.
big is your family, Phil?
And you can have. Oh, it was pretty small. It was small, but for average. But
like your
I had
parents
3
plus you?
siblings.
Three si- that's 6 people.
6 people.
Six people, that's big.
To put potatoes.
The family,
meat,
the nuclear
and a
family is
vegetable.
4, and you
Yeah.
had 6. That's
Yeah,
big.
That's a lot.
I just
That's
want
a
to
lot
be clear
make it
with our
happen.
listeners. that 6 is a lot.
That's a 6. Well, I
Six
mean,
packs
by
are
this day
important.
and age,
When
yes.
it's beer, 6 packs are normal, but like family, 6 packs big.
Yes,
But
you're-
like also in the 90s, 4 packs were huge
Yes,
for family,
they
and then
were.
like now beer's 4 packs are huge.
Yes, now
so it's
they're
like
like,
reversal.
oh no, yes, exactly. Somehow we're giving like 64 ounces in 4 packs.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it in.
And 72 ounces
72
and 12
ounces,
packs.
yes.
Or 6 packs of 12 ounces. We can do math.
we used to be able to.
I came up with a joke today I
Yes.
didn't tell you about.
Oh.
Sabermetrics. Sabermetrics. You know Sabermetrics?
I ain't heard of it.
How do you feel about it?
I go back and forth. I'm not Michael Wilbon on it, but I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm not happy.
I feel like sabermetrics don't belong in sports. They belong in Star Wars.
I like where you're going there. Yeah, that does it. That's all you need to say.
Dad joke.
That's the joke.
Dad
That's the joke.
I'm just setting the
Just so you
groundwork
know,
for
that's
some
the-
additional
That's
Ben Rice. Please dunk responsibly dad jokes.
hashtag dad jokes and please talk responsibly on Twitter or
I want
Instagram right
Can we
now.
just shout it out? Keegan Michael Key of Key and Peele.
Keegan Michael 3 tonight.
Are you watching this?
Yes, please. We're gonna. I'm
'Cause
gonna
first of
fucking
all-
tag the shit out of you. By the way.
Peele's doing more than you, so you need to. Like,
Just so
fire
you know,
back.
you need to get on your
You need
shit.
to up it up.
We're all
We're
working
trying
on
to
helping
help you.
We're trying to help you right
We're
now.
trying to help
Get the
you and
sack,
us.
Get the sack. claim Keegan Murray as your son, illegitimate son. Get out there on the 3. Start making 3. Show him how to do it like a dad. Play
like a boss.
Kind of do it like,
Keegan.
2 t-shirt.
Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan. Like make up another name that doesn't exist.
What is it?
We're just throwing things at the wall. But we're just saying, get here now. So get in before the boat takes off. It's about to fucking take off, just so you know. Get here, Keegan. Keegan Michael 3. Hashtag.
Keegan Michael 3 for Keegan Murray.
Get here now. On the boat. It's about to leave next week. Get on here right now.
Trademark, please drunk responsibly. Copyright, please drunk responsibly.
Deuce,
It's
Deuce, I fucking
currently-
see you out here. Deuce Mason, if you take my shit again, our
Did you
shit
take it before?
again, with Fire the Laser, we will come and get
Oh
you.
yeah, we paid
will
good money
come
for
and
Fire
get
the
you.
Laser.
We paid amazing. I had friends making shit for
Contribute.
us, making fucking memes for us.
Also, Willie Beeman, that's me.
Don't bring it here. I
I'm
know you
bringing
want
it
to
in.
take
I
that
wanna
too. I know you want to take that too. I know you want to take that too,
Got
Mason.
the ladies.
Don't touch it.
Seaman,
Seaman.
Willie Beeman. Fire the beam. We're doing great.
That's what we're doing.
I
Thank
thought-
you.
I did a thing earlier, right?
Yes.
I forgot it
We
already.
just need to tell them our
I-
Twitter account.
Twitter
And then
account.
we're going to get out of here.
Twitter is PlizDunkPod.
Yeah,
PLZ
PLZ.
Dunk Pod.
Yes, on Twitter. Hashtag it. Tag it. Do whatever you do.
Do the thing.
Keegan Michael 3. Hashtag Keegan Michael
Hashtag
3.
it. And at
Hashtag the shit.
Keegan Michael Key.
Keegan
Adam,
Michael. Yes.
let him know
Let him know we're talking about
that we
him.
appreciate you and your
We
comedic
love
genius.
you. Get here.
But Jordan Peele's one up in you.
Yes, and he might
And this is
steal
how you
this
get back
from you
into
and
the-
turn this into a horror movie.
This
if
is
you don't
how
fucking get
you
it.
get back in to the
Right now.
the mainstream media.
Right now.
You're doing these ads that are like the Megans. Are you doing
what
that?
is he doing right now?
It's so old,
Don't
bro.
have to.
It's so old.
We have something
when
better.
you can be in on the NBA, bro.
Get
The
in on
NBA
the
money.
You unathletic
We want you
motherfucker.
to get
Let's
the
go.
NBA money.
Yes, we believe in you. We're also unathletic. Somewhat.
Like we only have our brains.
Yes.
We only have
All
them.
we think about is what we used to be. Like that's
Yeah.
unathletic. Get here, Keegan. We're thinking
Also,
about you.
Can I do the,
Yes.
the cheer I did earlier?
Of course.
So it's a 4 point. When we walked into the game, we looked at the
It's a
score.
point shaming.
4.5
Yes.
point differential. Kings should win by 4.5.
I'm
were up
literally
5.
gonna show this. I'm
They were
literally
up.
gonna show this on
They were
Twitter.
up 5. They called a foul on the
Yes.
Kings. I called it. Point shaving.
They tried.
Like
They
the
tried.
beat, point shaving. They are the same pattern.
They tried.
Point
They got
shaving.
lucky that the ball bounced, and then Fox got an easy layup.
Easy layup with 1.7 to go.
Or else they would have got their fucking.
They would have
way.
gotten
would
it.
have been the under.
They would have got. They would have
If
beat
you
the
had
points.
If you had bet OKC, you would have won money.
I
That's where the money was. That's where the mob was at. They didn't get what they wanted tonight because the ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. What's the name of the guy that said that? It starts with a D. He was a Thunder. He's in the Thunder. He played for UConn, and he was bad.
Shit.
He was bad. And we had 25 minutes to look this up, but we didn't do it because he's
No,
not
sir.
worth. He's not
That's
worth.
all I want to say is Rasheed Lawless says it, but I mean, there's other guys that have said it.
No.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Men lie. Women lie. Ball don't.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't. God damn it. I'm a Thunder fan. I should know this. He was a 6-man. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
The point
matter.
is,
Ball don't
I
lie.
called out
You did.
point shaving.
He did. We did a
Was
chant
Matt's
just
Light the Beam.
After we were trying to do Light the Beam, 2 minutes
Hey,
ago,
Phil.
we told it was going to happen.
Here's the thing.
What did they say?
Please Drunk Responsibly is a beer and basketball podcast.
It is.
We've compared no beers to players.
Oh my God! Tonight,
You
who
have
are
to do
these
it.
two beers?
All right, so we
These
got
are
a
two
brown
of
ale.
our favorite
The
beers.
John Brown.
The John Brown.
A
Almost-
classic style that nobody appreciates anymore.
No,
Doesn't appreciate in any way,
it
shape,
was
or form.
almost, if you like Belgian Beavers peanut butter brown ale or peanut butter stout,
This
this
better.
is why they made that. Is they tasted this and they were like, oh fuck, we need to make a fucking beer and call that shit this. And this beer is amazing, by the way. And so I would call it tonight.
You get two teams to pick from, the Thunder and the Kings.
I know, only two teams.
I could say you could pick anybody.
I would say that is SGA.
Oh.
Because SGA is so underrated, obviously. He's carrying his team. He got 35.
And you didn't even notice.
Without even noticing.
You didn't even notice
Literally,
it.
no three barrage.
No crazy dunks.
Getting to the foul line like Harden a ton of times and getting.
Even though he does that very well.
He does, but he didn't get 10 points
Not
from
tonight.
the foul line. He made mid-range shots. He made difficult shots.
Floaters.
He made some frees. He tried to get other people involved, but he's not a facilitator. He needs a facilitator on his team. Hopefully they do that. I mean, I'm sure that they hoped that they were going to have their number one pick that they took in this year's draft to help facilitate that. Maybe he would have been their Sabonis. Who knows? But they do need a better fucking coach. That's all I'm going to say.
No, they don't.
Mark
Daigneault is doing a great job. He's doing a great job
does not
with
deserve
just
that
athletes
coach.
who are not basketball
Ben
players.
does not deserve this coach. He deserves
We
a
do
better
deserve this
fucking
coach. No, we don't.
He deserves
He's
a better
doing a great
coach.
job.
He's
doing
not
a
doing
great
a great job.
job.
He's doing okay.
Mark,
Can
I'm looking you dead in the eye. You're doing a great
Can you
job.
imagine if they had a real coach?
Can you imagine if they had Nate McMillan? They'd be fucking flaming out.
Can you imagine if they had Mike Brown?
Could you imagine if they had...
Jealous.
Nate McMillan.
Baby. Oh, God.
Who's
Maybe in
tanking the
playoffs
Hawks?
this year.
Who called it 2 years ago, Phil?
We called that.
We called
I'm pretty
it.
Sure we called it. You're going to give him an extension.
Remember
He
you
was
said he was
going
the
to
top
have it.
15 fucking coach of all time? And they're like, nah, Doc
Yeah.
Rivers is.
But
And
I
then he
like,
was
what's
also
the top-
garbage.
But we also said, what's the top 15 head coach? Because we're like, how many coaches have won championships in this league? Not a lot.
many.
Not a lot. So saying you're top 15, what does that even fucking mean?
It's not...
That was the whole point. It's like
Not
talking
Doc
about
Brown.
Kevin Durant. How
Not
good
Doc
are
Rivers.
you really?
Doc Brown is the guy from Back to the Future. Sorry about that. Doc
sorry.
Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
Doc
that
Brown would be a
sucked.
better NBA coach than Doc Rivers.
You probably know his
Hot
son more
takes.
than you know his actual whereabouts. But he is a head coach of the 76ers. He was of the Clippers. And Boston. He won a championship.
One.
A long
2008.
time ago.
15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
15
Jesus.
years
right,
ago.
And he's hanging on
By a
with-
thread.
because there's who else? Popovich?
Blake
Is that
Griffin
the only
hated him.
person that-
Chris Paul hated him. DeAndre Jordan hated him.
I'm saying,
What
like,
do you need
what
to do,
coaches are out there now that he could like competent? It's like literally
Spoelstra.
Spoelstra,
Who has
and
been
fucking
underrated
the
for
Spurs.
fucking 17 years.
Yes, and
It's like,
Spoelstra.
oh, he's just...
That's or not Spoelstra, but I'm like the
Popovich.
Spurs, Popovich. So it's like he literally has the competition of three coaches that he's maybe the third best.
Somebody
coach.
said Steve Kerr can't be a good coach because he learned from Popovich and Phil Jackson.
Nobody
Like,
gives him
what do
any
you
credit
mean?
because he only has
He has-
three of the
it's
best
like,
players of all time.
I was taught by the two best coaches of all time. I can't be a good coach. Fuck off. Anyway, the point is that Doc Rivers is a bad coach. And Mark Daigneault is a pretty decent coach. I read an article I read an article 3 weeks ago that said that Billy Donovan was still the coach of the Thunder, even though he's the coach of the fucking Bulls. Like nobody has any idea what's happening with coaches.
They're like, there's just a white coach on this other team that nobody cares about.
The Thunder picks long, lean people who are tall and are making a thing out of it, and the Kings have pulled out a similar model where they match up
They don't
skills
want
and strengths.
size. They don't want
That's
size.
the
They want
problem.
athleticism.
They
and
want
the fact is
basketball.
that they're great. But
They
it's
want
like, what is
minds.
going to happen when you get to the play? Again, and I get, like, with Mike Brown, again, do what you can to get, that's all you're trying to do. That's the finish line.
So at the 75th anniversary of the NBA, they Larry Brown's one of the top 15 coaches. Larry Brown. Do you remember Larry Brown?
Larry
the guy
Brown.
who wouldn't play young players and only went with the Pistons who were old as fuck.
I mean, he was a
And then
winning coach.
he also got kicked back to the college ranks after failing with the Celtics.
SMU.
In the mid 90s, he got back to the college ranks, came back to the Pistons with old ass players and tied him in.
They had no
And then
choice.
also Tayshaun Prince, who's also underrated.
I mean, he did get a lot out of fucking Johnson Billings.
But he's old.
He's
an old smart guy. He's an old... No, old man
he
game.
Got like 20...
All of it was old man game. He's just like, I'm going to get all these old men and play
Kangs!
against young guys. Kangs!
Kangs, baby!
Nope, nobody cares about Please Dunk Responsibly. We're new.
That's okay. We're trying.
And by new, I mean 3 years old.
Yeah, that's it. We're babies. We're 3 years old. We're toddlers. By dad's stakes.
We weren't drafted. We're still in college, baby.
Yeah, we still have 1 year eligibility.
So if I was going to pick like a chocolate stout, double chocolate stout.
These are some of the best beers we've had on this podcast.
Oh, undeniably.
And we've had a
And they also play well together.
beers.
We traded the beers and
We do.
nothing
They
changed.
work.
Nothing changed.
Nobody said
You're on the
this
stout,
beer
I'm on the
shitty
brown.
now. No.
And none of us were like interchanged defensively.
They're delicious. Cocaine.
I feel like really bad because you got stuck with the brown, which is like a classic
It's
style
a
that nobody
great
cares
beer.
about.
No,
I'm-
nobody buys those browns.
But I'm-
remember
but I'm stout.
what American Brewing Company? What do we have
American
here?
River,
American River.
Columbia Brown,
Columbia Brown. What
the
are we
best
talking
brown
about?
of
One
all
of the
time.
best browns. Maybe
All time.
why we became friends was that
Possibly.
beer. And that beer
Also,
can't
Deep Six
save-
Rye
can't
stout.
save a brewery, but a mid IPA can save a
Lean it
fucking can save a fucking brewery, but not the best brown in California.
Columbia Brown.
One of the best browns in California.
RIP 2018?
Ooh,
17?
Jesus.
It's been gone a
Maybe-
while.
Maybe a while, yeah. It was rough.
I
but
can Google it.
we said, who can survive when your best beer is a brown? You can't.
How many people? If your best player is Keegan Michael 3, you'll
can't.
do okay, but you won't be great.
You won't be great.
Only when you bring in
Your
a double
small
chocolate
forward
stout.
can't be your best
If you
player.
bring in a double chocolate stout, it's like, I don't know, Domantas Sabonis, son of Arvydas Sabonis, one of the greatest players of all time in the international platform.
Did not we say with Jokic last year?
Also, one of the greatest players of all time.
Can you win with your best player being the center?
I mean,
Can
in
you
the
win?
80s and
we
70s
said
you could.
no, and
But
it's
currently
still
no.
true. So you can't win with Jokic being. You can't win with Sabonis being.
But to be fair,
to be Sacramento, you'll take just winning it all. Like, just get a guy in
And
here
Denver.
that wants to win
Like,
and stay here.
'cause remember-
Can you stay here? 26 years
historic
old.
offenses in NBA history. The 80s Denver Nuggets were one of them. And who do they
Yes.
have? Alex English, a 5'11" point guard, and Kiki Vanderwedge? Kiki Vanderwedge.
Yes. And he became a coach for a long time.
And a GM.
And a GM.
I mean, I'm not going to shoot down.
No, we're not going to
either of
shit
those
on the guy. That's a great
Alex
life.
English is a Hall of
That's
Famer,
a
and
great
Kiki Vanderwedge
life.
deserves to be one.
Me and you would live that life and be like,
They
wow,
didn't
we
win
made
a
it.
championship because you can't do that. But
You can't.
it's a great starting point.
It's something to build
Guard.
around.
De'Aaron Fox. A great starting point guard.
Ooh, I like what you did there. Yeah.
Slick. I do
Slick.
words.
We saw how fast he was tonight. He does that at least 2 or 3 times a game where
To the point it's embarrassing
he's
for other people.
just so fast. He just takes the ball, carries. I mean, he's not carrying it, but it's like he'll pick it up mid-dribble, and he's already a half body ahead of everybody else. He's coming into his own, and he knows the fourth quarter's his. Nobody's going to stop him. Sabonis is giving way. Sabonis is like, you're giving me 3 quarters, and then I give you the fourth? Fuck yes.
Can we talk about Domantas fucking up today?
He was pretty bad.
His purse pretty
He
bad.
was pretty bad tonight.
But he
He
was
had
off
14 assists, my friend.
But he's off. He's off. He
That's
had a lot
an
of
off
turnovers.
night. How do you do
A lot
that?
of turnovers and
How do you
offensive
have
fouls.
his plus minus
And
is
here's the
still
thing.
probably 8?
We
And
were
it's
talking
like
about this. We were talking about this. The refs sucked. Sorry, I forgot to mention the refs sucked the
well,
whole time.
I mean, it's Sacramento.
I did start
Hashtag rest
At,
suck. I
at
mean,
3.5 minutes, I just started to light the beam chant, and then at like a minute and a half, I started to.
we're down. We're only up by 2 or 3 at that point.
I started to light the beam chant, and then I also
We're up
started.
by 8. We were up by 8 with 2 minutes to go. We're starting to light the bean chant.
And then I
We
started.
literally proceeded to have turnover, foul, turnover. And then we were like, wow, we're only up 3 right now.
Yeah.
And we were like, this can't be true.
Right.
This doesn't happen to regular teams.
Yeah.
This was the Lakers. They win by
I started
13.
the second chant, Phil. What was my second chant?
Oh, man, what was that chant? I think it was
point shaving.
Point shaving, not refs,
So-
you suck.
Right,
It
because
was
that's too
point
generic. We've been doing
shaving.
that for decades.
Yeah, refs, you suck is 4. So
Right.
you have to get it down to 3
Light
with these young
the
people.
beam.
Light the
3
beam.
syllables.
Refs, you
Point
suck.
shaving.
Too many. Point
3.
shaving. You
Or
turn-
3. I don't know what this is racist and this is okay.
Well,
is that right?
key for 3, kind of. In a way.
And then Keegan Michael 3. So we were doing the whole thing.
We did.
Ran the spectrum, and the Kings won.
We did.
And if the Thunder had won, I'd also be happy. But he was not.
I would have enjoyed. I enjoyed watching. We've been saying it. You've been telling
They're
me
both
from the get go.
underperforming.
CGA is must see. SGA. Sorry, I call them any acronym you can think of. PGA, NBC, TNT.
Yeah. Dynamite.
He is must see TV.
The truth.
If you can watch him play, if you truly love basketball,
Slinking.
watch him
Shading.
play. He's not going to do
Drifting.
it fantastically.
Float.
He's not going to jump. He's not Anthony. He's not, what am I losing on Timberwolves? He's
Michael Anthony Towns.
No, not
Anthony Michael Towns.
An-
Carl Anthony Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns.
He's not that. He's not going to be this thing
Anthony
you've
Michael
never
Hall.
seen before. But he's going to get 33 points, and you're going to be like,
Imagine.
how in the fuck did this happen? In the flow of the game. It's not going to stop the game. It's not hard in where you're going to get a whole bunch of 3. Like, he does it in the flow of the game. It's beautiful to watch.
Imagine.
It was one of the quickest games we've ever watched together.
We missed the
Easily
entire
ever
third
watched.
quarter waiting for beers. Imagine if Manu Ginobili was the star of the
Hey,
Spurs.
hashtag Trevor
SGA.
Adams.
Trevor Adams,
Or wherever
we
you
told you
are.
where we were, and you didn't come
He
by.
didn't come by, but you know what? He got us a Pliny. And you know what? Pliny
Don't tell him.
is fantastic.
Just know if you
And
do.
we appreciate it.
Look, do your own research.
Do your own research.
But there's some Russian River lying around.
And hey, if you look
the
in the
King
arena,
Stadium.
if you take your time on the lower floor, you might just run into some Russian River.
Pliny
You
the
might
Elder, Blind
just do
Pig,
it.
STS Pills, and Happy
that's
Hops.
too much information. We're gonna get shut down for this. You know that.
We're a Basketball and Beer podcast.
We're
I'm
about
focused
to
on
beer
the beer.
podcast. Find the beer. It's there,
I won't tell you where it is. It's in the stadium.
and it's at 117.
And no one
nobody knows.
No one knows.
No one knows that it's at 117.
Hit me up for the
119.
photo that I sent to a person who was very mad that I'd found it before he told me about
Oh,
it.
he was very mad. He wanted to.
When you
explain
told
it.
me, I thought you were like, just drive down the 116 and you'll find a pop-up of the Pliny the
told
Elder.
you. When
I
I
thought it
told
was a freeway that had like a sidebar.
I kept
Like,
telling
you
you.
can buy some
Like, I
strawberries
was like, I
and
don't know
peaches
what I
and also
know.
Pliny the
I
Elder's
don't
on
know
there.
what I
No, the
know,
side of the
but I was
road.
like, somebody told me some weird fact that I don't even know if it's true.
Jason
But we're about
Lira?
to find out. Yeah, Jason Lira, we see you.
What's
I
your
fucking
Instagram?
see
What's
you.
Jason Lear's Instagram or Facebook? LIRA, Jason Lear.
Yeah, LIRA. Find him. Tell him thank you.
You can find him
That's
where
it is.
Lyrics Born.
Yes, West Sac originator, family-owned restaurant tours at one point.
Really?
Oh
Dope.
yeah, they know their way around a kitchen.
Dope.
Yes, that's
Bring
why
him
I
on.
fell in love with
We
him.
have so many people we
He's
haven't
a
brought
good
on.
friend. I know we got to get all these people. We're working on it.
I wish
We're
there were more
bringing you
viewers
people.
or
We
listeners.
could do it here every single time in the back of Yard House, the place that has zero craft beer. But you know what?
No, there's so much.
We know what they have.
Taps, they have
There's
like
100
48
taps.
craft beers.
Maybe that are owned by.
It's beautiful. It's like we
Yeah.
started when I was drinking the stout and you were drinking the brown. Now I got the brown, you got the stout.
No, it's pure. It's perfect.
And it's
This is the
COVID
best
times, and we're still okay with
So
it.
we're-
or we're not, and he's
Yeah.
not going to say a
Yeah, we're
word.
gonna
Not on
get
the
sick.
record. He's not going to say a word on the record.
never.
We're also, you can find us across social media.
Yes. on I Strictly am now running our site. I love it. Please dunk responsibly, what you're watching right now. And Ben,
On Instagram.
you're still doing dumb podcasts on other channels. Like, what are you doing right now? You just literally posted one.
Yeah, Barley and Me Pod, obviously at Barley and Me Pod across social media.
He's doing things with people
beer
with
podcast.
beer.
Yeah, I just do beer.
Just strictly
up.
beer.
Straight up, don't tell me. Are you really
don't
going to
have
just
to
do
like
beer
the
the whole
Kings
time?
anymore.
I'm like, yes,
I know.
exactly.
You don't have to fake like the Kings.
I also Bengineer. That's not trademarked because somebody else got to it first.
Unfortunately.
It's Crazier in My Business and Advice podcast with Becky Lynn and Tavi, two local black female comedians.
Oh, yeah.
That I support,
Brushy.
not me.
Yeah, he's not biased.
Check it out. Dope. They're doing a lot of really creative stuff the last few weeks as they don't have enough listeners to give them questions the whole time to give advice.
They don't.
They experiment.
They need to tell everyone.
But it's great. It's very fun.
They are.
The latest episode, Becky admits she doesn't know what the X-Men are.
Oh my God.
Has no clue.
How does she find you in this
I don't
world?
even know. We watched First Class, and she had no idea. She's like, I watched that
She
movie
did
where
like-
Wolverine was old.
She did
and it was
that
black
just-
and white. She's like,
she
I watched the
literally-
old black and white movie where Wolverine is old.
That is her love for you, is that she literally had zero idea what was going on.
No
and she
idea.
watched it
So,
with you.
if you don't know,
for love.
Old Man Logan was the comic strip.
Yes, that was
Or
where
comic,
it all came. I mean,
but
they're
like
all
it was
nerds
called
here.
Logan. It
Who's
was called
watching
Logan for the movie.
this? Yes, please.
But on the DVD, you could buy an alternate version that was black and white called Logan Noir, which was a black and white version of Logan.
They stole that from
Here's the
Spider-Man
facts.
1,
Here's
but
straight facts. She saw straight up Logan in theaters
Yeah, she
and loved it.
Oh, of
We
course
bought
she
the
loved it.
DVD, which had Logan
She's
Noir,
like, oh, I have no
which she
idea what
watched
you're
it.
talking
Do they know we're doing this? Why is it now black and white? Does
What are
this
the
know
chances?
what we're doing?
No, it's
This was
11,
not
this is
planned.
what happens.
This was not planned.
This is bedtime.
Not planned. Amazing timing by this fucking app.
That's amazing.
So she's trying to explain to her co-host, I watched a black and white movie about Wolverine, and she's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Yeah,
about.
she's
The
like,
point is,
so you're like, you were there.
the point is, for
Anyway.
5 minutes, her co-host tries to explain to her who the fuck the X-Men are, and it's the most unintentionally funniest thing I've ever seen.
Please listen.
It's
Please
Crazier in
listen.
My Business across social media.
Oh, everything.
Barley and Me across social media. Please dunk responsibly across social media.
Yes.
We checked out Thunder Kings. My team's Thunder. Kings are local. I also appreciate that. It's great to see them winning.
Yes.
Dope. Even if it's my favorite team.
Yes.
It's still good to
My
see them
Spurs
winning.
suck. Go Spurs. Even
You have a
though
Spurs house?
go across the pond, they fucking suck. They lost to Thunder. I know. Thank you. Thank you. They're shit.
Please
Fuck
be
them.
bald responsibly.
Please be bald responsibly. I love the Spurs. Go to hell. It's hard enough.
How good is Durant? Really? He's the better version of George
I
Gervin.
only like teams that suck, okay? I'm sorry.
No, but your team is actually the... Phil? Who's your real favorite team?
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
So,
But I've inherited the Kings in the last 17 years. Is that okay?
it's okay, but I wanted you to know that the next live we do from Yard House down the street...
Should be Cavs Kings. That's what we're
It's
hoping
only
for.
fair. If we're going to do a Kings Thunder for me, we should do a Cavs
yeah.
Kings for you.
There's some heart in there. I'm born and raised Ohio. Root for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm hoping to have a special guest with us when we do it. It's gonna be fun. I got friends from Ohio. It's weird.
I
People
got
actually like
friends in low
I mean,
places and also Cleveland,
We
which
should
is
be clinching
even
a
lower.
playoff spot, I would hopefully think by that point. We only need, 14 more wins? They said if we won
It's the
4
East.
more
No one
games, we would already be past what we won all last year. Isn't
Same with the
that
Kings.
fucking insane? So go Kings!
Please don't
I am
responsibly.
Phil Webster.
I'm Ben Rice, reminding you
To
please dunk responsibly.